And below the harbour, these men set out daily to net fish for the Moy Fishery Company, which owns the prime rights to salmon in the river's tidal waters. A latter-day Viking longship in the Mayo County colours, making to catch the tide at the river mouth, and hopefully to catch salmon too. Short strokes for strong men. Draft netsmen these, working a different system from the men who go out to sea from Killala, rowing for an hour or more to stake their net on the mudflats of the river's western bank. Draft netting is an older skill and tradition than fishing the drift, centuries old. And in many parts of Ireland, the driftmen have profited at the expense of the men working this method. For a start, the driftmen use longer nets, legally or illegally, and they have the first go at the salmon as they head for the rivers. Here, it's all muscle and the strength of your own arms that gets you the fish. On shore, stake your net. Then slowly pay it out from the boat, almost to the far side of the river. A small gap, a sporting gesture from the past, is left on the far side to allow some salmon to escape upstream. The net is let lie in the water for an hour or more. The men stand or sit around and wait. Then the slow, back-breaking haul begins, the net coming back to the shore in a wide arc. If the fish are running, if the tide and the weather are right, then the haul can be a big one. If conditions are wrong, then it can be pitiful. In recent years, draft net men all round Ireland have seen a decline in the size of their catch, and they've blamed the success of the drift nets who have the first strike for their decline. But to this must be added the effects of pollution and salmon disease, which on the east coast have almost wiped out the salmon. A bad haul, this one. But it's late in the season and the salmon are resting before they make their run upriver. Less than 30 fish, some of them sea trout. You win some, you lose some. Above its harbour, Ballina looks like a picture postcard town. It presents its best face downriver, and it's Mayo's biggest town, but not its capital. It's got a population of 6,000, and all of them, it seems to me, knowledgeable about salmon and how to catch them. The salmon which escape the draft net downriver have 2 more nets to negotiate before they reach the centre of the town. Here at the college wall on a July evening, a circus to entertain native and visitor alike. Again, the Moy Fishery Company. Again, a draft net is rowed to the far side of the river. On a good day, you may see 1,000 quid's worth of salmon being lifted from the river here. Again, the net comes round in an arc. Again, the salmon are trapped. All part of a summer's day in Ballina, and unfailing entertainment, even though at times this salmon can cost you more than prime beef. At times like this, the river is at its most bountiful, giving up its silver harvest almost for the asking, giving it up to be publicly and ignominiously slaughtered, executed just a few miles away from its goal, the breeding streams upriver. Beaten to death so that you and I, or a man in London, can have a salmon steak.